There's nothing like getting up really early in the morning before everybody else gets up. All of that time that you have is yours to do whatever you want with. People think of it as a difficulty, this terrible thing that weighs on them so deeply that they just can't get themselves out of bed. They're not, quote unquote, a morning person. But ever since I started doing this, I've been able to accomplish so much more and grow so much more and completely prioritize the things that are pushing me forward as opposed to the things that are completely destroying me, which I always did at night. So the numbers are pretty staggering. I've been doing this for 7 years. So I get my family up at 7 a.m. I have 3 hours every morning for 7 years. That roughly translates to 7,665 extra hours, which is 319 days, which is around 11 months of extra time. That's almost a year of extra time that I have just from doing that extra 3 hours every morning. Or maybe just staying up and watching TV, just not really doing anything, and dreaming about the kinds of things that I would do if I was able to get up in the morning. In the morning, I got fit, started running, started lifting, started swimming, biking, running, started getting prepared for races, and eventually build a business. All in the time that I have in the morning, because I have a family, I have children, and I have a regular job. And I was able to take that time and turn it into so many different things. Now, it isn't discipline that gets me up in the morning. It's fear. It's fear of laying on my deathbed and not having done the things that I wanted to accomplish. Not having done the things that you get one shot at this, one chance at this incredible, beautiful world. That's it. And when it's time, you're laying on your deathbed, you're like, man, I never did that business. I never did that thing. I never did that thing. And right now, when my body is still functioning, I'm 51 and I'm able to move and make things happen, I'm out of time. I'm completely out of time. And I need to get up. I need to get moving. So about the time I have to go to the bathroom around 4, sometimes earlier, I just get up. I just wake up like with a lightning bolt. I go, I have my coffee, and I start working. Immediately. I know people are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should do that. I used to get up and journal and meditate and do all that stuff. I get right to it. I can't stand the feeling of not getting to it when I'm the most capable. This is the most useful time. So that's when I get after it the hardest. The thing that's driving me the most crazy, where I cannot sleep, it's making me so nuts. I got to get up and I got to get cracking. The thing that I found in the morning was chasing pain. Chasing pain, the things that I would avoid, the things that I naturally avoid in my life, the things that are scary, the things that bother me the most, the things that make me the most crazy, that bother me, the things that I know I could do it if I just focused on it, if I tried. If I just tried, no one's staring at me, there's no pressure. You can do it. That's the stuff that I focused on the most, and I chased pain, the pain of failure, the pain of being terrible at something, the pain of being new, the pain of standing in a boxing ring at 5 a.m. in the city and getting hit with an uppercut, or doing a 20-mile run while it's still dark with a headlight on my head, or trying to get better at swimming in a lake where I'm a terrible swimmer. I'm out there and I know if I put myself in this scary situation, swimming alone in the dark in a lake, which I know is a bad idea, but it's worse than the race situation. So I put myself in it so that I could be acclimated when people are kicking me, smashing into me, scraping me. I'm fine, because it was much worse when I was alone in a lake at night, just trying to see the houses on the other side of the lake and swim towards those. And of course, for these kinds of situations, for races and stuff, they give you a medal. They're like, good job, man. You faced your pain. You did the thing. You made it. And you're like, cool, I got a medal. Awesome. You hang it on the wall, and there it is. It's a thing. It's a memory. It's in the past. You did it. It's an accomplishment. How far can I push it? What's the next medal I can get? But what's the next Rubicon you can cross? Crossing the Rubicon became my obsession. That means do something that you can't come back from. Once you make the decision, that's it. Now, I realized I had to start a business. That was the thing that was making me crazy, and I was avoiding it. And I was avoiding it with chasing pain and running and cycling and doing Ironman and doing the races and everything. And I realized that's the thing that on my deathbed, I will regret the most if I just didn't take my shot. Did rock and roll, did races, never took a shot at making a business. So I had to sell my car, a car I've had since I was a little boy. I've had my Mustang, my 65 Mustang convertible, had it since I was 15, got it all fixed up. It started its life yellow. I had it repainted, and we got it looking absolutely perfect, beautiful. And my kids loved it. My son called it Red Daddy Car. It'd been a lifelong part of it was something I wanted to continue to hold on to, maintain, and keep. And one day, drive as an old man and enjoy. But I realized I can't live in the past. I can't base all my future happiness on something that's already been done and something that's static and isn't going to move. It's more of a hobby than potential. I don't need that. That's not what I need. So I had to make the really tough decision to sell the car so that I could further this business idea that I have, my brand. And it sucked, and it still sucks, and my kids are still mad at me, and it is what it is. You come to that decision like any bad relationship you may have. You come to this decision where do or die. It's either time to get cracking or time to give it in. So I did what I had to do, and I got rid of the car, and yet it wasn't nearly enough, but there were still loans. There were still things that I had to do. There was still a lot of finance that I had to secure, but that got us a little further ahead, and it opened up a lot of weight that I had holding me, because it's a very heavy, difficult thing to maintain a car like that. It's just a lot of work goes into that. But what's the payoff? My brand, Oak Bishop. The thing that I've worked on and thought about and realized there was a great opening in the market for me to jump in and do something here. What's really happening? We're on Amazon, we're in Nordstrom, we're selling, we're doing well. We're at the beginning, but we're doing well. And the funny thing is that even though that was what I needed to do, that was the thing that I really needed to do the most, now I'm more terrified than ever. It's not made anything easier. It's made everything 10 times as hard, because I still have all of the problems that I've always had. I still have to be a dad. I still have to be a husband. I still have all of my responsibilities and all of my duties. Plus now I have this. I get up in the morning. This is the thing I first think about. Hit the computer and I just see how things are going, see how the campaigns are going, see what needs to be addressed. The buck stops here. We have people that we're all working together. I have people that are working for the brand, but I'm still at the beginning, so it's still me. Somebody texted me the other day. We have a text thing on the website. If you have any questions, I'm the one that's answering. It's me. And I think that they probably think that it's an AI. It's not. It's me. I was working out, and one guy texted, and he was like, "Is the serum going to help me with bags under my eyes?" And yes, it will help you. Especially if it comes from being tired, then absolutely it will help. It will tighten things up on your face and help you look better. And I'm the one that has to field all that stuff, and I absolutely adore it. And it's what makes all this possible. And when they say, when God closes a door, he opens a window, this channel is going to be focused on my growth and my facing my fears every day, because it's the most scary, terrifying thing I've ever done, is to put myself in jeopardy, my family in jeopardy, our finances in jeopardy to start this business. But I believe so deeply in it, and I spared no expense on the products, and I spared no expense on any aspect of the business. I know it's going to work. I deeply believe it. I know it will, and we're connecting with people, and it matters to me on a personal level to come out as a founder and talk about it. I think that there's a lot of ways to do businesses. There's very smart people that sit in boardrooms and they throw lots of money at a situation and they make a brand, and the brand doesn't mean anything. It's just an idea, and they put it out there and it's successful. Cool. That's a way. I'm not trying to say I'm a better business person, but my way is to get out in front of it and tell people how great I think it is. And that is the way that I'm going to go about it. And that's the story. Frankly, that's the story of starting a business and having a guy who's 51 years old who is going to do absolutely everything he can with the 3 hours that he has in the morning to make a new world and a new life and a new situation. Still work out and still do everything that needs to get done.